Good morning and welcome to another day of learning with Miss Tia. Today is Friday, May 15. 15. Go ahead and get your magic finger out. We're going to write the number 15. Ready? So we start with our number 1 is the straight line. We always start from the top. I think I heard you say that. Start from the top. We work our way down to the bottom. There's our 1. And then our 5 for 15. Remember, we do the neck, the straight line first. Then we do the curve. And then the straight line at the top, okay? So neck, belly, and hat for the number 5. Fantastic. 15. Did you know that we can group the number 15 into 3 groups of 5? 3 groups of 5. Ready? We're going to count out 15 items here. So let me get my little blocks, and we're going to count out the 3 groups of 5. Because when we count by 5s, we go 5, 10, 15. I told you, when you get in the upper grades, we like to group things by 5s and by 10s and all kinds of ways. It makes counting so much easier, especially when you get into those harder numbers that you have to count, okay? All right, so we're going to count to 15. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, anyone more? And 15. All right, there we go. So we have 3 groups of 5. So group here, we have 5 here in one group. We have 5 here in our second group and 5 in our third group. So if we know that we're counting by 5s, we can go 5, 10, 15. Okay? So we count it individually by 1s, or we can count in groups of 5. Okay? A couple different ways to count there. So we counted up to 15. High five. Boom. You did it. All right. Let's move on and go ahead and get started. All right. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to who is out there today? Kaya. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to who else is out there? William. Good morning to you. And I believe, William, you had a birthday this week, didn't you? Another 5-year-old. Happy birthday, William. All right, next one. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Stacy. Good morning to you. All right. This is going to be our last Friday that we have a video to do because guess what? You guys are going to be, VPK is going to be graduating and moving on and getting ready for kindergarten. So next Friday, so this is today, 15th. So next Friday, when we get to here, will be the 22nd of May. And you guys are invited over to the school for a little celebration to celebrate you guys graduating. So we won't have any class next Friday, okay? All right, so today what we're going to be doing is a little bit of fun science. Can you see the board here behind me? It says, how do things move? How do things move? Do they, well, there's a lot of different ways that things can move. So like this pencil, in order for it to move, can it move on its own? Well, it depends. If you roll it down a hill, then it can move on its own, can't it? If it's on a slope like this, then the pencil will just roll until it gets down to the bottom. But how do things move? So we're going to talk about push and pull, because that's the way, one type of way that things can move. You either push it like that, or you can pull it. Pull it towards you or push it away. Okay, so we're going to talk about things that you can push, things that you can pull, and we're going to do a little experiment. You will need a cup, a straw, and a piece of yarn or string, okay? All right, so go ahead and get your your materials ready. You'll also need a pencil and some paper because we're going to write a couple of sentences today too, okay? Let's go ahead, push pause, gather your things, and come on back. Alright, welcome back. Okay, so we're going to talk about what it means to push or pull something. So push, can you get your hands ready? And you're going to hold them out in front of you, and I want you to push them straight out. Extend them all the way out. You're pushing your arms out like that. Push, push. Pretend there's like you're pushing, like you're doing, pushing some air or pushing somebody. You're just going to push out. So your hands go out. Your arms extend all the way out. And when you pull, so now I want you to put your hand all the way out like this. And I want you to grab, like you're grabbing on like a rope or somebody's hand. And I want you to pull towards you. So that means you're pulling. Now look at my arm. It is now close to my body. So you push out, you pull in, okay? So remember that. Push out, pull in. Okay, so I'm going to push. So I'm going to have an arrow that goes like this. So push away from you. I'm going to draw a little stick person here. Here we go. So I'm pushing away, and you pull. So let me draw my guy here. Draw my little man. You pull towards you, okay? So you pull towards you. Okay. So what are some things that you can push or things that you can pull? So let's do some brainstorming. So to go ahead and kind of put the key in, turn on that brain up there, and let's start some thinking, some brainstorming. Some things that I can push away from me. What are some things that I can push away from me? What about a toy car? When you have a little toy car and you drive it around, you are pushing it around, okay? So I'm going to write a toy car, something that you can push away from you, right? You can push it away. What about something that you do in the morning when you brush your teeth? What do you use on that toothbrush? You use toothpaste, right? How do you get the toothpaste out of the tube? Do you push on it or do you pull the toothpaste out? Hopefully you're saying you push it. I don't know how you would pull it out. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how you'd pull it out. You have to like pull like this. You're going to pull the toothpaste like this with your fingers? No, you're not. So you push on the tube, you squeeze it, right? You squeeze it out and it comes out. All right, so let's go toothpaste. Toothpaste is something that you can push. How many of you have a scooter? How do you ride a scooter? Do you push or do you pull on a scooter? What do you do with your foot? Yeah, you're standing on the scooter and you have to do what with your foot? You're pushing away, right? You're pushing your leg out. So instead of an arm there, you're using a foot to push off of the road or whatever sidewalk, and so that you can go forward. And you push with your leg out, okay? So how about like a scooter? A scooter is something that you would use to push. You push yourself on a scooter. All right? How about something that you might pull? What are some things that you might pull towards you? Something that you might pull. Well, how about if you're putting on a jacket or maybe some pants and it has a zipper? What do you do to a zipper? You have to pull it up, right? To close up the jacket or close up your zipper on your pants, right? You have to pull it up. So a zipper can be pulled. Now that's kind of a trick question because a zipper, now to get out of the jacket or to take off the pants, what do you have to do to the zipper? Are you pulling it or are you pushing it? I guess you're never pushing it, huh? You're always pulling it, either up or down. Either way, you're pulling it. What about a box of tissues? How do you get the tissues out of the box? Do you pull the tissues out of the box or do you push the tissues out of the box? Well, I figure if you push the box, nothing's going to come out. You're just moving the tissues further away from you, right? So you would have to pull the tissues out like this, so then you can wipe your nose. So we'll say tissues. You have to pull them out, okay? What about a wagon. If you go in the wagon and your mom or dad are they going to push you in the wagon or pull you in the wagon? So here is a little boy here. He is got his little dog in the wagon, and he is what? When you have it behind you and you're trying to pull it closer to you, you pull. So in a wagon, you would pull towards you, okay? What about, you guys ever played tug of war? Where you have the rope in the middle and people on either side. And what do you do to that rope? You're trying to pull the other side so that you can win, right? Now, tug is also a synonym for pull. So when you tug on something, it's pulling. So that means, do you remember synonyms? Synonyms means they have the similar meaning. They don't mean exactly the same, but they are very close. So pull and tug mean very similar, have similar meanings. They kind of mean the same thing. So tug of war, I'm going to write tug of war. It would probably sound weird if you said pull of war. It doesn't exactly have the same ring to it as tug of war. Alright, so you pull on that rope and make the other team fall down, right? Alright, so what about bubbles? When you take the wand out of the bubbles, what are you doing? You have to blow, or are you, how do you get the bubbles out of the wand? What do you do? Are you pushing or pulling those bubbles out? You push. This is kind of tricky because your wind, the air that you use to blow those bubbles, it pushes the bubbles or the soapy mixture out of the little, the wand, so the bubbles will fly away. So that one's kind of tricky, but you are pushing the bubbles out, away from you, right? You're not sucking in, you're not going, right? You don't want the bubbles to go in your mouth. That would be terrible. You don't want soap in your mouth. It's gross. So that one is an example of a push, so bubbles. B-U-B-B-L-E-S, bubbles. All right, so we just did a little bit of talking out what a push and a pull is. So now we're going to do a little experiment, okay? So we are going to see if you can do a little experiment and figure out whether it is a push or a pull. So I want you to take your cup. It doesn't matter what kind of cup you use. I'm using just a little plastic cup, a solo cup. It can be any kind of cup. It really doesn't matter. And then I have some string here, nice bright greenish yellow yarn. And I also have a straw, okay? All right, hold on a second. All right, so what we're doing here is I want to know what you can do. How can you move the cup with a straw? So all you get is just a straw and a cup. How can you move the straw? Or how can you move the cup with your straw? Only the straw. Okay? So can you move the cup? How? How are we going to get this cup to move? So how about we try pushing it? Can I push the straw? Can I push the cup with my straw? Sure. Ready? I'm going to push it with my straw. I'm going to push it forward. So I'm pushing it away from me. So now the cup is further away. So in order to get it closer to me, I would have to pull it. Can I use the straw to pull the cup closer to me? It's not working. Why isn't it working? Because the straw is not attached to the cup. If I were to attach the straw to the cup, then I would have a little lever here that I could use to pull it towards me. But that's not part of our experiment here. So we can't attach this, no tape, okay? Just the straw and our cup. Now I'm going to move the cup back. What about if I blow through the straw? Is it going to push the cup away, or is it going to pull the cup closer to me? Well, let's try it. Ready? I'm going to push some air through my straw and see what happens to my cup. Look at I moved the cup. By blowing through the straw, I was able to move the cup. So did I push the cup with the air, or did I pull the cup with the air? Did I push it further away or closer to me? I did. I pushed it further away from me. Good job. All right, so there's two different ways I can use the straw to move the cup. I can push it by touching the side of the cup and pushing it away from me that way, or I can use my breath, my air, to blow it away from me, and that's still a push. All right, so now we're going to change, and we're going to use the same cup, but this time we're going to use a piece of yarn. How can I use this piece of yarn to move the cup? All right, well, let's try pushing it. Can I push the cup? All right, ready? I'm gonna try pushing the cup. Oh, it's not working. Why isn't it moving? I'm pushing with my string, my yarn, but it's not moving the cup. Oh my goodness! What if I blow on the string? Will that make the cup move? No, it didn't do anything. My string just falls down. That's not very helpful. All right, well, what was the other way that we can move a cup? So we can't push it with the string. How do we pull with the string? How can we use the string to pull the cup? How about if I wrap it around like this, and now I have a little lever here, and guess what I can do? I can pull it just like a wagon. Like this would be the wagon behind me, and this is the handle, and look, I can pull it towards me. I could even tie it on like that, and look, I can pull it that way as well. Okay, so I can pull the cup with my string. I can't push it though. I can only pull it. Now I'm sure maybe we could try to push it. Maybe if we hold the string like this, and okay, so the cup is in front of me. I have my string like this, and if I use my string, I gotta make it tight so it doesn't move, and I can push my cup in front of me, can't I? Using the string. So here, I'm just going to use the string to push it. So I can use the string to push it, but I have to get creative with that, don't I? So I can pull it and I can push it, but we had to think about that one for a second. So we pull it with the string, or I can push it with the string as well, okay? And with the straw, I can't pull it at all unless I use some tape, but that's not part of the experiment. Only the straw and the cup, or the yarn and the cup. No extra materials, okay? That's cheating. All right, so with the straw, I can't pull it towards me. Maybe if I try to suck up into the straw, like you would like when you use it for a drink, right? You suck up so that the liquid comes into your straw and into your mouth, right? Do you think I can get a hold of the cup with this little straw? We could try. All right, so we can pull the cup, but we can't just do it a regular way, right? You have to kind of think about that, because a straw can push or pull, depending, right? But we can't use any other materials, so we had to use our brain to come up with something more creative. So that's part of challenges. And if you're planning on doing the summer school program, you'll do some more summer challenges. Get that brain thinking. All right, so we can push and we can pull with our string and our straw, but we have to kind of be a little creative in how we do that, right? No tape, no scissors, no nothing else, just the string and our straw. Well, I hope you had fun with that, and maybe you can go around your house and find some things that you can push or pull in your house and kind of figure that out. That's something that you're going to have to learn about, is how things move. All right, so we learned about a few things that we can push and we can pull. So we're going to write a sentence, because that's what scientists do. You write down what you observe and what you learn. okay? So we're going to write a little sentence. I can push a blank and I can pull a blank. So you're just going to think of one of the things that we talked about, and then you're going to insert that into the blank, okay? So I is just the letter I. Go ahead and write that. Then the word can. Now we have talked about the word can before. Can is an and word, and it starts with the letter C. I can, C-A-N, and we're going to use the word push. P-U-S-H. I can push what is something that you can push? What did we say was something we can push? I can push a toy car. So you can write toy car or you can just write car. Either way, you can push both of them. Just one takes more effort than the other one. If you're pushing a car that your mom or dad drives, you will need a lot more people than just you. But you can push a regular car as well. So I can push I'm going to write the word toy car just to clarify. So I can push a toy, T-O-Y, and then the word car, C-A-R. And don't forget to add your little period there at the end of your sentence, because that means it's an end and we're stopping and moving on to something else. All right, so I can push a toy car. Now you can write any of the words that we came up with on your paper, okay? Or something that you find around your house you can even use, okay? Just ask mom or dad how to spell the word if you need help. So I can push a toy car. All right, so the next one, we're going to change the word push. So you're going to rewrite this, and we're going to write the word pull. So I can, I want to write pull, P-U-L-L. I can pull a, what can we pull? I'm going to use the word zipper. You can pick a different word if you like, okay? So now this is your second sentence. I can pull a, I'm going to write zipper, Z-I-P-P-E-R. I can pull a zipper, okay? And don't forget your period at the end as well, okay? All right, so I can pull a zipper. Very good. You just wrote two sentences, and you should be able to read those. So these are very easy words. I and can are sight words. A is also another word. And then pull and zipper we've talked about. So you should be able to at least recognize the beginning sound of it, and you can kind of sound it out a little bit, okay? All right, so you wrote two sentences. Fantastic. You did some work today in science. We did a little bit of experimenting. How fun. So have fun with that at home and continue learning. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.